Let me ask you something very honest. You work hard, you save when you can, you try to be responsible with money. So why does it feel like no matter what you do, real wealth always feels just out of reach? I'll tell you exactly why. It's not your income, it's not the economy, it's not even bad luck. It's because nobody, and I mean nobody, ever taught you the real rules of money. The wealthy operate by a completely different rule book. A rule book that is never posted online, never taught in school, and almost never shared in public. Until today. Because in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to hand you the 3 money rules that the rich quietly live by every single day. These rules have built fortunes across generations, and once you understand them, the way you see money will never be the same again. My name is S.O.P. Invest, where discipline meets strategy and wealth is built, not wished for. Let's get into it. Before we get to the 3 rules, you need to understand something important. The wealthy don't talk about these rules, not because they're hiding them out of selfishness. They don't talk about them because to them, these rules are just normal. They grew up watching their parents apply these rules. Their mentors reinforce them. Their entire financial environment was built around them. Studies show that over 80% of millionaires in the world are first-generation wealthy, meaning they didn't inherit their money. They built it. And the single biggest advantage they had was knowing these rules early. Most people spend their entire lives playing a financial game without ever being shown the rule book. Today, we fix that. Rule number 1, and this is the foundation of everything the wealthy do. Never let money sit still. The rich have a saying that most people never hear: idle money is dying money. Every single dollar that sits in a low-interest savings account is losing value every single day. Why? Because of inflation. Right now, inflation is running at anywhere between 3% and 5% per year, depending on where you live. Your savings account? Paying you 0.5% to 1% if you're lucky. Do the math. You're losing 2 to 4% of your purchasing power every single year just by doing nothing. The wealthy understand this at a cellular level, so they make absolutely sure that every dollar they own is assigned a job. Some dollars go to work in the stock market, generating returns. Some dollars go into real estate, generating rental income. Some dollars go into their business, generating revenue. Some dollars go into bonds or dividends, generating passive cash flow. Not a single dollar sits idle, not one. Now I know what some of you are thinking, but I don't have enough money to invest. Here's the truth, and I need you to really hear this. You don't need a lot of money to start putting money to work. You need a decision. Warren Buffett started investing at age 11 with a few $100s. The amount doesn't matter at the beginning. The habit does. Start with whatever you have: $10, $50, $100. Open an investment account, buy your first index fund, and never let that money sit still again. Because the moment your money starts moving, your wealth starts growing. Rule number 2 is where most people, even high earners, completely fall apart. Let me paint you a picture that I guarantee you will recognize. Person A gets a promotion, salary jumps from $3,000 to $5,000 a month. What does person A do? They upgrade their car. They move to a nicer apartment. They buy new clothes, new gadgets, new everything. Their expenses rise to match and sometimes exceed their new income. 6 months later, person A has a higher salary and 0 more wealth. This is what economists call lifestyle inflation. And it is the single most devastating silent wealth killer in existence. Now let's look at what the wealthy do in the exact same situation. Person B gets the same promotion, same jump in income. What does person B do? Before they upgrade a single thing in their lifestyle, they ask one powerful question: what asset can I buy with this extra income that will pay for my lifestyle upgrade automatically? They invest the extra $2,000 per month into dividend stocks. After 2 years, those dividends are generating $500 a month in passive income. Now they upgrade their lifestyle using investment income, not their salary. Do you see the difference? Person A works for their lifestyle. Person B's investments fund their lifestyle. Person A has a job. Person B has a system. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, calls this the most important financial habit you can build. Pay your investment account first. Before rent, before groceries, before everything. Treat your investment contribution like a bill that cannot be skipped. Because here's what nobody tells you. Your lifestyle will always expand to fill whatever money is available. So the trick is, make less money available for spending by investing it first. At S.O.P Invest, we call this the asset first rule. Every time your income grows, your investment grows first. Your lifestyle grows second. Always, without exception. Now we come to the rule that almost nobody talks about. Not financial gurus, not investment books, not YouTube channels. And it might be the most important rule of all. Here is a truth that will shock you. Building wealth is hard, but keeping wealth is even harder. History is full of people who made millions and lost everything. Lottery winners who went broke within 5 years. Athletes who earned hundreds of millions and filed for bankruptcy. Business owners who built empires and watched them collapse overnight. Why does this happen? Because they never learned rule number 3. The wealthy protect their wealth through 3 powerful pillars. Pillar 1, diversification. The rich never put all their eggs in one basket. They spread their wealth across multiple asset classes, stocks, bonds, real estate, cash, commodities, and sometimes alternative investments. Why? Because when one market falls, another holds. When one asset drops, another rises. Diversification is not just a strategy, it is armor. Pillar 2, tax efficiency. The wealthy pay less tax, not by breaking the law, but by understanding it better than anyone else. They use tax-advantaged accounts, they structure their investments efficiently, they work with financial advisors and tax professionals to legally minimize what they owe. Every dollar saved in tax is a dollar that stays invested and keeps compounding. The average person loses 20 to 35% of their income to taxes every year without a single strategy to reduce it. The wealthy treat tax efficiency as a non-negotiable financial skill. Pillar 3, emergency and risk management. The wealthy always maintain a financial safety net. A minimum of 3 to 6 months of living expenses held in liquid accessible cash. They carry appropriate insurance. They protect their assets legally. They plan for worst-case scenarios not because they expect them, but because preparation is the only true security. Because here's the brutal truth about wealth destruction. It rarely happens slowly. It usually happens all at once. One bad investment, one medical emergency, one lawsuit, one market crash with no safety net. And years of hard work can disappear overnight. The wealthy don't just build wealth. They build walls around it. So now you have the 3 rules. Let's make them real. Let's make them actionable, starting today. Action step 1 for rule number 1. Open an investment account this week if you don't have one. Start with whatever you can, even $50. Buy a broad market index fund. Set up an automatic monthly contribution. Make your money move. Make it work. Never let it sit still again. Action step 2 for rule number 2. This month, before you spend a single extra dollar on lifestyle, identify one asset you can buy. A stock, a small investment, an income-generating opportunity. Buy the asset first. Let the asset eventually pay for the lifestyle upgrade. Repeat this every single time your income grows. Action step 3 for rule number 3. This week, audit your financial protection. Do you have 3 to 6 months of emergency savings? If not, build it. Are your investments diversified? If not, rebalance them. Are you losing unnecessary money to taxes? If yes, speak to a financial advisor. Build your fortress. Protect what you build. 3 rules, 3 actions, 1 decision. The decision to play a different game than the 95%. The 3 money rules the rich never talk about. Rule 1, never let money sit still. Rule 2, buy assets before lifestyle. Rule 3, protect wealth like a fortress. These rules are not complicated. They are not reserved for the elite. They are available to anyone, including you, who decides to apply them with discipline and consistency. Wealth is not wished for. Wealth is not hoped for. Wealth is built, one disciplined decision at a time. If this video gave you value, subscribe to S.O.P. Invest right now. Hit that bell, share this with someone who needs to hear it. And I'll see you in the next video where we keep building.